I'm gonna kill your whole fucking family.
Hey, there we go. What are we doing today? Oh my god, that's bright. What are we doing today? We're pirating movies! Yay! No, I thought I'd share some of this Game Boy cartridge that I found movies on. I think I used to watch this while in the car and stuff, but basically, if you don't know, it's like a Game Boy, but you get to watch movies on it. And I still have the cartridge. You can adjust the brightness. So I just thought we can watch some movies. Let me move this closer, because this is a real Game Boy. And I'm using my old camera for this, so I think this camera is from around 2010 or something, so the quality is even worse. Can I pause this? So basically, the Game Boy used to come with a cartridge that didn't have any games on it. They experimented with having movies on the go and having your Game Boy be an actual movie player. And that's what I have here. I have SpongeBob, I have Timmy Turner, and I have Rugrats Adult Edition. People usually cite this episode as being like the one. I'm glad I got this cartridge, because this is like the episode that people associate this cartridge with, and this whole idea of video game consoles being able to play movies. The glare on my screen. You can turn up the brightness, so you can go all the way bright and have the saturation be all the way up. Base boosted! And then you can have the darkness all the way down. Maybe that'll be easier for you to view. But we'll just do it on normal right now. The color's a little bit better on the Game Boy in real life compared to the camcorder, but... Also, if SpongeBob can inflate, then can't he just... Shouldn't he have... If SpongeBob can inflate, shouldn't he have the same power as Mrs. Puff, where, like, when he gets scared, Mrs. Puff just, like... SpongeBob just, like, dies and, like, inflates to an insane size once he gets scared or something, or when he gets hurt? I think there's a lot of jokes in SpongeBob that, like, made no sense to me as a kid, but isn't that weird when you're a kid and you just, like, and you just go along with the cartoon, you just don't understand. And at some point along the line, we just kind of accept what we don't know. But when we go back and look at these old cartoons, we can be like, oh, I remember that part. I get something different now than I used to as a kid, because when I was a kid, I just used to gloss over this stuff. I didn't even understand that SpongeBob on the side of the road trying to hitchhike like the old hitchhikers of old America was a joke. I thought he was just being weird. I didn't even understand what he was doing, honestly. And therefore I didn't get the joke. But now that I'm older, I do. This part used to terrify me as a kid. I think I only watched some of these episodes, like, in the car, because when you're on the road and the car is blaring loud, you're on rough road, the engine is revving, and just with the sun blaring down on the Game Boy, it's impossible to see anything. So I didn't even end up using this cartridge a lot when I was younger. I would rather just play Pokemon, where it's more telegraphed what you're doing. can't see it right now because of the glare, but they're just in the middle of nowhere. It's kind of creepy how outside of the Bikini Bottom, there's just kind of nothing. It's not really explained a lot in the show, but there's really not a lot of other places outside of the Krusty Krab. I wonder if someone's created like a map or something, but like outside of... But maybe outside of the Bikini Bottom, there's really like nothing. There's the Goo Lagoon. There's really nothing out there. So it's kind of like, it makes sense for the ocean, but also like, it's kind of scary whenever they do go out there. Jellyfish Fields is another example, where like, when they go out there, there's really nothing. So is the Bikini Bottom the only sentient fish colony out in the SpongeBob universe? Because we've seen with episodes where like they go, like episodes like Rock Bottom, where SpongeBob and Patrick get lost in the bottom of the ocean, that the fish, they're not able to communicate with them.
What drink? My drink? My Diet Dr. Kelp? Don't tell me you forgot my drink! How am I supposed to eat this pizza without my drink? Didn't you ever once think of the customer? You call yourself a delivery boy? Well, I ain't buying! Another one? Look, I told your little friend I ain't paying for that! Well, this one's on the...
This really is one of the redeeming episodes for Squidward. Even though he's pretty much, this is classic Squidward, where like, he's just a terrible person throughout the whole show. And then they don't even have time to put in the credits, or they're just too lazy to edit in the credits from the, because like SpongeBob is split up into 2 episodes, and then they play the credits, so they had to put this in manually. So yeah, little fun watch-along thing.
Thank you.